Yeah, ever since buying the property, my wish was to document the wildlife, monitoring the wildlife that is here. And I did so by tracking, checking for footprints and also other signs of wildlife. But as an early birthday and Christmas gift, I bought myself a camera trap, finally a decent camera trap, and I'm hoping to film some moose, maybe a lynx if I'm lucky. There will probably be some hares, forest hares, and maybe the odd fox here and there. Let's see. Yes, so the animals might just walk right across here on this small trail. Usually I see footprints, moose prints here, and also occasionally lynx tracks. So let's hope they will be here. Yeah, so far I had no luck with my camera trapping. I tried 2 different spots. No animals were there for a week. And now I'm trying to figure out where to go next. Where to point the camera next. I found a place where moose were eating. They were eating the bark of some poplar trees, and it was quite fresh. So I'm checking this place right now. There weren't any fresh signs of moose. I don't know when they will come back again to forage on the bark of the poplar trees, but maybe I'm lucky this time and they will be here in the next few days. You never know. This is one of the problems, like you see fresh signs somewhere, and but you never know when will the animals come back to that place. So this is challenging. Well, I'm not giving up. I'm trying my luck with this spot now, and then change to another spot. On our property there's no clear animal trail, there's no highway that most animals are using, so they could be anywhere here. There are some older forests around our property, like this one here in the back, and usually they are just migrating over our property, coming from the older forests into this young plantation here, and yeah, so bit difficult to choose the right spot. I don't want to put the camera trap on the neighbor's property. I might get permission from the neighbors, but yeah, I wanna try to capture wildlife on our property. No, that's the plan, at least. Yeah, so there was a lynx again. Same situation like last year. It was just walking here below our bedroom window. It took exactly the same route like last year, but unfortunately the camera trap was placed somewhere over there. So yeah, I didn't get it on camera again. Should have put it right next to the house. So yeah, didn't happen, but good to know the lynx was here again, and I will follow its track now for a little bit. Yeah, the animal followed my own path that I created here down our property towards the well and into the next forest. Yeah, so they are using human tracks as well, because maybe it's easier to walk and on an already trampled path. Okay, that's interesting. So the lynx apparently left a small mark here on the tree, on the snow. It's a bit difficult to see. I will zoom in. That's quite interesting. Yeah, that's quite interesting to know that this particular lynx considers my home as their territory. Beautiful. And soon, in about 2 weeks, their mating season starts, so maybe this lynx here was already marking the territory and you know, telling other lynx in the area who's here. And I'm thinking about positioning the camera trap here again on that trail and hope for the best. Maybe I'll get some lynx footage finally during their mating season. But I mean, yeah, this animal was here a few days ago. It might not come back for another month or weeks. I have no idea. They have huge territories, So it's quite unlikely, but nevertheless I'll try my luck again. Yeah, usually I don't walk here. I'm on a drainage channel. It's draining the nearby field and then goes through the forest to some kind of little pond. I've never walked it before, but now it's completely frozen. So I'll do a little excursion and follow that animal trail that I discovered. I guess it's some kind of marten. It's definitely not an otter, and it's also a bit too big for a mink, so must be something in between. Yeah, there isn't much to report yet. I followed the track to a little pond in the forest where the channel leads to, and yeah, maybe it might have been a mink, and I'm now in between two of those ponds in the forest, and I've also found this tree in the background, which has some moose signs on it. Yeah, the moose were eating from it, or I don't know. But a bit longer ago. It's an older tree. Now continuing to the second pond and see what I can find there and what else I can find around in the area, in that area. But it's quite cold, so I can't film much. My hands are getting too cold. There's a huge birch here. It's so beautiful. Wow. Wow, super high. Oh, yeah, what a tree. Wow. Crazy. Now I arrived at the bigger pond now. Oh, there are definitely some animal tracks, mostly hare, forest hares, and there will probably be a few mink tracks as well. Let's check it out. Yeah, there isn't much else to report. The mystery animal, the mystery marten, or whatever it was, is roaming around here as well. So it has its home or feeding ground at the big pond. And it's not on my property, so I can't place the camera trap here. But anyway, nice to do a little excursion and get to know my surroundings a bit better. It's also a beautiful day. It's around -20 degrees Celsius. And yeah, my fingers are getting too cold. I need to get them out of the gloves once I start filming, and so yeah, that hurts. Oh, the lynx was here. Came from the forest and then followed the road. And that's where our mailbox is located. And that direction goes to our house. Yeah, so the lynx are still around. Good to know. Yeah, I finished my little excursion. I'm on my way back to the house now. And even though it's cold, it doesn't stop me from exploring. I love to go out and get to know my local surroundings, try to find animals, and as long as I'm dressing appropriately, the temperatures don't matter. I actually enjoy the cold weather. I love the cold air and everything feels so fresh. Of course, my hands are getting cold while filming, but then I put them back into my gloves and everything's fine. And also, I sound a bit weird because my face is frozen. It's like, wow, a bit difficult to talk, but it's also fun. I like to be outside, and it's always interesting, and I never know what I get to find. Today I found this mystery marten track, then I found signs of moose, some older signs. I got to walk in a really huge birch forest, found this massive birch, and now the sun is setting, there's golden sunlight shining through the trees, so it's all good. And that's what I like about winter here. It's fresh and cold. It's a real winter, and I love it. It's yeah, I don't know. Probably you can only move to Finland if you're a winter fan, probably, and that's who I am. I love winter, and I'm glad to explore, to get to know a real winter. I'm a bit disappointed about the camera trapping. It wasn't successful at all. I don't know, I tried, I think, 4 or 5 different spots for the camera trap. There were no animals at all. All of the animal tracks that I found were at the edges of our property and also around our property, like the lynx track that I found right now, and then there was another one across the forest road. Yes, there was also one on the property, but nowhere close to the camera trap. So this is really annoying. Like, why? Really frustrating. I didn't expect that I wouldn't get anything on camera. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe winter is not the best time. Maybe in springtime it will be more busy on our property with animals, and of course I'll try again. But I was hoping to get some footage for this video from the camera traps. It didn't happen, and that was quite frustrating. But it is what it is. It's also a result. Good to know. Now I know there are no moose on the property in winter. Lynx are there, but it's difficult to get them on camera. And then also the forest hares are in the surrounding forests or not on our property. So that's also a result. Now I know.